Okay guys, I'm back at y'all with another video now. I know it's early, 3 o'clock in the morning, but hey, we still on the grind. The grind don't stop. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, stop spending your money on women. Yeah, you. I know us guys, we was taught by society, a woman is the best investment. Yeah, we was taught to invest in women, and she gonna come out on top, and we're gonna get this big prize at the end. And the prize you gonna get, you know what the prize you gonna get? You gonna either get used, or she gonna just let you smash. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If she let you smash, you basically just paid to smash. You basically just paid to smash. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Or she gonna just use you. She gonna run off with your investment. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? You guys need to stop spending your money on women. I mean, I know a lot of you dudes that's up in age. I heard a lot of dudes' story, when they was in their 20s, the early 20s or late teens, spent a lot of money on dates and women. And these guys told me that, they dated these women and they spent thousands of dollars on different women, dating women. And then they're not even with them right now. A lot of these women didn't even call them back. They basically ghosted them. You know what I'm saying? After they spent the money on a date. Because these women intentions, a lot of times they're not even really interested in you in the first place. They just want to, take a picture at that 5-star restaurant, and she gonna take a picture. She gonna want you to take a picture of her. Yeah, she not gonna take a picture with you in it. She gonna want you to take a picture with her just to make other females jealous online when she posts it, as if she living this lavish lifestyle and she can afford all these 5-star restaurants, when really men are paying for these 5-star restaurants and these trips. Yeah, they're just not showing the guy in the video or, in the picture when they going on these trips. So you guys need to stop investing, stop spending your money on women. It's a bad investment. Women aren't bad. They are bad investments. You see what they do with their money? You see exactly what they do with their money. Even these women that graduate and got good jobs, some of them still be broke. And they have good jobs. They blow their money like little girls. Yeah, women carry themselves like a child mentally. So how you think that they're gonna be, they're gonna do the right thing if you invest in them? You really think that as a man? What they gonna do is they gonna take your money and they gonna go, to the Gucci store or buy Prada, all that, all that materialistic, expensive, stuff, shoes and purses that they want. They dream purse. They gonna buy that with your money. They're not gonna invest in nothing like no business or something that's gonna benefit you as a man. They're not gonna invest in that. Don't let society trick you, because we have been programmed by society to invest in women, give women our money, in exchange. She gonna, be this top entrepreneur, this top entrepreneur that run the city or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? But that's not true. That's not the harsh reality that we living in this day and age. Don't stop spending your money on women. I'm telling you. What they do for the guys that don't do nothing for them. Yeah. They like to chase after those guys that don't do nothing for them. So why is you doing something for them? You a simp if you do. You a beta male, man, if you do. You need to invest in yourself. Find you something that you like to do and invest in yourself that's going to generate you more money. Because these women, They're not coming back with no more, with no money added. You know what I'm saying? They ain't flipping no money, especially if it's yours. You know, these women don't know how to, you know, manage their finances. Even when they do get a good job, a lot of those women, they still can't pay for their meals on a date. And they be nurses and lawyers. They still want a man to pay for their meals on a date. Because a lot of times they don't be having money like that. They just be blowing it. You know? They live in this fantasy world. Women don't think about the future. They don't. They're thinking about, you know, what you have done for her lately. What you're going to do right now. You know, they're not good savers like men are. Men think for the long run. Men think long term. Women think short term. A lot of them, you know, as soon as they get money, they just blow it. You see what these women do when they get their tax money? You know, when they get that, you know, that long, you know, that big check because they got all those kids. They blow it. They blow their money, thousands of dollars. They'll blow that in like 1 week. I'm serious. They'll blow that junk in like 1 week or 1 month, like less than 1 month. They'll blow it like in 1 or 2 weeks or a couple of days. So if they'll do that with income tax money and not put up that money and think for the long run, what you saying they're gonna do with yours? You know, they don't invest in nothing. They're not finna invest in nothing, bro. So you gotta make sure you protecting, you know, your finances at all times when you around these women. Don't be spending money on these women. You know? These women, they just want what they want. You know, they just want what they want in their fantasy. You know how they is. They use guys for attention all the time. So you think they ain't gonna use you for your money? You think they gonna do right for you, about you, when it come down to you investing in them with money? No, they not gonna do right. They're gonna do what they want. So stop investing money into women because it's a scam. I'm telling you guys, it is nothing but a scam. I know y'all was taught by society, you know, or by your mother that a woman is God. She's not God. She's not God at all. These women, these Western women walking around with these, you know, different spirits in them. Jezebel spirits. Narcissistic, you know, personality. Succubus, the spirit of a succubus. You know, don't underestimate these women and stop spending your money on these women. Because, especially when it comes down to Cash App and OnlyFans, stop spending money on that. Do not spend money on women, period. You can go look at a naked woman on a video, bro. You don't have to, don't spend no money on no Cash App. Or no OnlyFans. Like, I know a woman, you know, she told me that on YouTube, I'm not going to mention her YouTube channel name, but she told me that she makes 6 figures a year on OnlyFans. She said she quit her job. She quit her job because of thirsty dudes. This don't even make no sense. And this woman probably already had a good job. And you guys are still spending money on women. You know, spending money at the strip club. Like, what are you doing spending money at the strip club and your car is not even paid off? Your house is not even paid off. And you in the strip club throwing money at these strippers like you some, you know, multi-million-dollar rapper. You guys need to stop spending money. You know, I can give you guys a little story about when I went to the strip club my first time. This is how I know women do not respect dudes that throw money. They respect the guy that don't throw money. So I had went to the strip club, right? And I was just standing there, watching other dudes throw money. You know what I'm saying? I was just chilling at the table, but I was just standing up, standing by the table. And this stripper walked up to me. We had a little conversation. She thought I was much younger. Of course, she thought I was much younger than I, really am, even though I'm 23 years of age, about to be 24. We had a little conversation, and then, I kind of like, sweet talked it, you know what I'm saying? Got her to dance. She danced on me for free. Yeah, for free. I didn't throw no money. She danced on me for free, bro. If all men had the same mentality that I had when I was at that strip club, I made up my mind, bro. I was not throwing no money at that strip club. No money. And I got a free dance. If all you guys can get that type of mindset, you know what I'm saying? The world will be a much better place. And women will respect you much more. A lot more. You dudes need to stop spending money on women. Money is worth more than women. A lot of these women are, they trash. I'm just gonna be bold and honest. A lot of these women are, sucking on two or three dudes a week. I'm serious. I'm serious. And you think you the only one that's hitting that, or you the only one that's getting the top.